Yeah, really impressive. And yeah, thank you for sharing that. And so then, like almost 6, 7 years ago, and you started the podcast, the Success
Hmm.
Story podcast. It's a number one entrepreneur podcast and over 50 million downloads. And why did you start that? Like, what inspired you to start the podcast in like 6 years, 7 years ago? What was the trigger, or what happened to you?
Well, a few things. So a common theme is future-proofing myself, is making sure that whatever happens in the future, I'm going to be safe. I'm going to find a way to take care of myself and my family. And building the podcast, which is a business, but also I mentioned it is a form of leverage, right? There's, according to the famous Naval Ravikant tweet thread, there's four forms of leverage, right? There's technical, like coding software. There's financial, there's people, and then there's media. These are the four kinds of leverage. And you really, at some point, if you're going to build anything worth building, you have to take advantage of all these kinds of leverage. But the podcast was a business that I could build that I 100% owned. It was a form of leverage, meaning that if I put an hour into my podcast, that the same hour that I put into recording, that could mean 100 people could listen to that episode. That could mean, 10 million people could listen to that episode. So, and then also, once you build this media leverage, then you can use it to launch other businesses. You look at what Gary Vee did, building his media empire and then launching, Vayner Media, Vayner Sports, Empathy Wines, his NFT project. Once you have the audience, which is media leverage, then you can launch other companies quite easily without the friction of getting them off the ground. So, future